Well. Just another Devils game to have to recap on a beautiful Saturday night. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to start this video off a little bit differently. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Devil's Den Hockey. But instead of our usual intro, we're going to do something a little bit different. Tonight, we are joined by my friend, Crown Royal. And the reason I've got my little friend here is because there is no way to have been able to watch that game without my friend, Crown Royal. So, this is going to go out to every single Devils fan who had the absolute misfortune of having to watch tonight's game. Devils fans, this is for you. God damn. Okay. So, the Devils lose 6-3 in regulation to the Philadelphia Flyers. Oh, wow. What a dog shit game. I want you guys to take a moment and see if you can think of one game, of one player, mind you, not game, a player. Wow, the Crown Royal is already working fast. Name one player tonight who you thought had a good game. Oh, wait. Got him? Wonderful. They sucked. Doesn't matter who you pictured. Doesn't matter who you had in mind. They sucked. They sucked. There's no other way to say it. They were absolutely dog shit tonight. There is no justification, no world, no way to spin this beyond just saying what a horrible, classless, effortless, heartless team we had in front of us tonight. This is not the Devils from a month ago. This is not even the Devils of like 2 weeks ago. Whatever this is, we need it to end as soon as humanly possible. There was not one good player on the ice. And when you let in 3 goals in 27 seconds, there is no way to spin it in which you come out of this smelling like roses. There is no way that any Devils fan or any fan of hockey, any fan in Canada, in America, or anywhere on the globe that you look at this game and go, I think at least we fought hard for it. Bullshit! The Devils were straight trash. Not one person gave a damn. Not one. Not Allen. Not the defense. Not the forward. Nobody cared. Oh, but Devils Den, they had over 30 shots. Don't care. I don't care. Oh, but Nico Hischier had 2 goals tonight. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Oh, but Timo Meier got a goal to put her. I don't give a damn. I don't give a single damn. This team needs to get their shit together. And I don't care how many injuries you had. We played the Florida Panthers before tonight's game against Philly. They were missing Barkov and they were missing Tkachuk. 2 arguably of their best players. And you held them to a 1-0 game. A game where you worked your ass off. And it was a close game. It was. And then we go to this game where not a single player, not the guys on the ice, not Keith, not nobody gave a damn. Nobody gave a shit. Because you can't look at that first period and tell me that's a team that deserves to win. You can't look at that first period and tell me that, this team has any business being in competition for the cup. It doesn't matter. I don't care what stat you point to me. I don't care that Meyer decided today to awaken from his slumber and score a goal. I don't care that Nico Hischier, the guy who I love, maybe more than any guy on this team, decided to awaken from his state of uselessness and get 2 goals. I don't care. When you play like shit, accountability needs to come in. And speaking of accountability, now that I've shit on the guys on the ice, let's talk about Sheldon Keefe. Now, I like Sheldon Keefe. I think he is a good coach. I watched a ton of Leaf games because my mom is a huge Leaf fan, has been a diehard Leaf fan for over 40 years. Send condolences where you can. And I watched him behind the bench. I know how much Keefe cares. Where's the fire, Keefe? Where's the fire? When you were behind the bench in Toronto, anytime your guys weren't doing their jobs, you lit a fire under their ass and you kicked their ass and you gave them shit in the locker room until they changed their attitude. And that right now is what New Jersey needs. Oh, we're so down because we have injuries. Who gives a damn at this point? Dadonov is back. Markstrom is back. Hamilton is back. I understand that Jack is out. I understand. But this team cannot be a one-man show. This team, I refuse to believe that Jack Hughes is the only good player on this team. I refuse to believe that without Jack Hughes, this entire team is worthless. Can't be the case. I refuse to believe it. Keefe, Mr. Sheldon Keefe, why on God's green earth, when you see your goalie struggling, when you see your goalie being hung out to dry over and over and over and over and over and over again, do you say, nah, let him in? I don't know what's going on this year. How many times have Markstrom or Allen had a really shitty night, which is going to gut their confidence and cause all sorts of problem for them mentally, and you decide to sit there with your hands in your pockets and just sort of sit there and do nothing? We are getting up to levels of Montreal Canadiens and Patrick Waugh levels of neglect for goaltenders. When your goalie, and it wasn't even his fault, that's the crazy thing, is that you go back and watch that first period, and there's no way, maybe one goal, maybe one of those goals is Allen's fault, where he gets hung out to dry over and over and over again. And nobody gave a damn. Nobody stepped up. Nobody fought back. And Keefe sat there as his goalie gets reamed every single time, 4, 5, 6, and does nothing. Keefe, change your goddamn goalie. And you know what? If Markstrom can't make it to the plate because he's not doing his job, and Allen has a night like tonight where he can't get his head together, put in Nico Daws. This is the time where you use your third string goaltender. Let Daws have an opportunity. But you know what? I got a feeling, I've got a sickening feeling, that if you put Daws in net, we would have the exact same result as tonight. Because the defense looks like shit. The forwards can't put a puck in the net. Nobody wants to do their job. Instead, we want to feel sorry for ourselves. We want to throw ourselves a pity party. Oh no, Jack's injured. Better not try anymore. Really? That's it? That's what we're going to do. I'm going to tell you something right now, okay? This Crown Royal is putting in more effort in my body tonight than the entirety of the New Jersey Devils roster did tonight. And you know what? They should be embarrassed. They should go into the locker room at the end of the game And I hope their eyes do not come off the floor. They should be embarrassed and ashamed to make eye contact with anybody. With anybody. So, where does that leave us? Well, tonight is a lesson. Get your shit together or don't bother showing up. You want to have games against teams that you should be beating in your own division, for God's sake, and you don't want to show up? Don't bother. We'll get your trade papers ready to go. You don't like the fact that this team is injured? Believe me, I get it. I've talked about the injuries all year. I talked about how shitty it is. I talked about how it's bullshit that every time we turn around there's a new injury. But you know what? Good teams let injuries weigh them down. Great teams let injuries be an opportunity to shine. And right now, there is not one shimmer, not one shine on that entire roster. You can't play like this. Period. Full stop. So, we've got games upcoming. We've got games against the Blues. We've got games against Buffalo. These are the games where you come out of the gate and you hammer them. You do not take your foot off the pedal. You use them as a punching bag. You use them as a pincushion. And you don't stop until whatever problem we've got going on is over. Keith, I better see you in practice. I better see you in the games. And I better see you stoking the flames on your guys on your roster. Light a goddamn fire under their ass. Because this shit doesn't fly. You want to be a contender? Act like it. So, that's going to wrap it up for this one. I think I have made my point for this video. So, on that note, I'm going to wrap it up here. If you haven't taken a look, go check out our Be a Pro series. I know it's kind of a weird 180 turn where we go from streaming to advertising, but bear with me here. Go check out our Be a Pro series that we're streaming live, usually once or twice a week. And yeah, Devils fans, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Nothing we can do here. Nothing we can do until this team gets their act together and stops acting like little baby bitches. Take it easy, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Adios.